Good afternoon. Welcome to Science TV, 1 p.m. news with me, Elvis Otembo. Let's focus on our news. Two Kenyan activists, Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo, who had been held in Uganda for more than 30 days, have been released and handed over to Kenyan authorities. Busia County Commissioner Chaunga Mwachaunga confirmed their return, saying border in Busia on Friday. The two members of Free Kenya movement were reportedly abducted in Kampala on October 1st, 2025, after attending an opposition rally for Ugandan politician Robert Kyagulanyi, also known as Bobi Wine. Their disappearance sparked public concern and prompted a diplomatic engagement between Nairobi and Kampala. Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Corey Sing'oei said the government worked closely with Ugandan officials to secure their release. The activists are now back in Kenya and expected to undergo medical and legal assessments as investigations into their detention continue. To our other news, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) has condemned the violence that erupted in Kasipul constituency, Homa Bay County, which left 2 people dead and several others injured ahead of the November 27 by-election. The commission described the incident as unacceptable and a threat to peaceful democratic participation. IEBC Chairperson Erastus Kidum Ebakon said the commission has launched investigations into the incident and dispatched a team to establish the facts and recommend appropriate action. He assured residents that the electoral body is working with security agencies to ensure peace and safety during the campaign period. The commission further warned that any candidate or political party found culpable of engaging in or inciting the violence will face stern disciplinary measures, including possible disqualification from their mini polls. The IBC urged political leaders to adhere to the Electoral Code of Conduct and promote tolerance during the election period. For other news, Jubilee Party leader and former President Uhuru Kenyatta on Friday urged politicians to shun divisive and abusive politics, calling instead for a focus on issue-based campaigns ahead of the 2027 general elections. Speaking during a meeting with Jubilee grassroots leaders in Murang'a County, Kenyatta emphasized the need for leaders from all political divides to present their development agendas to Kenyans rather than engage in personal attacks or inflammatory rhetoric. He appealed to President William Ruto to prioritize the completion of projects that were initiated during his
sababu tusiposhikana tutaendelea na huu uhasima, na huu uhasima huwezi kutusaidia na huwezi kutusongesha mbele. Kuna yale ambaye tulitimiza na kuna yale ambaye yalikuwa yamebaki, ambaye yalikuwa yatakikana kuendelea.
How can it take 3 years to complete a project that we ourselves estimated ought to have been completed by now?
They must be given an opportunity to take positions of leadership, yeah, so that they are in a position to determine for themselves.
Working with others in the united opposition. Na tutafanya kazi kwa heshima.
President William Ruto has urged young people to be vigilant and discerning when politicians seek their votes ahead of the 2027 general elections. Speaking in Kakamega County during the launch of the Nyota program, the president emphasized emphasized the need for the youth to scrutinize leaders' promises and choose those committed to genuine development. Addressing hundreds of young people at the Mumia Sports Complex, President Ruto oversaw the disbursement of part of the 5 billion shillings Nyota Fund meant to help youth start businesses. He encouraged the beneficiaries to invest the funds wisely and take charge of their economic future through innovation and hard work. The head of state further cautioned the youth against being swayed by empty political rhetoric, saying that the country's progress depends on informed and responsible choices. The Nyota program is a 5-year initiative targeting over 800,000 young people across Kenya, aimed at promoting entrepreneurship and self-reliance.
Dua itafikia vijana wote. Tumesema program ambayo inafuata ni ile program ambayo itatarget wale ambao wanatafuta nafasi ya kupata ujuzi. Kuna wanasiasa wanaambia vijana ati mjipange, mchukue kura ndio muwapigie kura. Lakini hawaambii hiyo kura unapiga itakusaidia wewe na nini. Yeye anataka kuwa bwana mkubwa na wewe utapata nini? Wengine wanasukuma fanya maandamano ndio mimi nipate uongozi. Wewe piga kura ndio mimi nipate uongozi. Nataka umuulize, wewe ukipata uongozi na mimi nitapata nini? Kuna watu watakuambia 25,000 haiwezi kufanya chochote. Kuna watu watakuambia shilingi 50,000 haiwezi kufanya chochote. Lakini mimi nataka kukueleza, ukitumia akili, ukijipanga vizuri, 50,000 can make a difference in your life and can grow your business. Na ndio sababu hiyo I am standing before you to thank the World Bank Group for being our partners.
The Nyota program is one of the solutions to address the complex challenges of youth employment with a particular focus on jobs today.
And to our other news, Kenya Kwanza leaders have raised 8 million shillings during a funds drive aimed at empowering women in Kiplombe, Taribo constituency, Uasin Gishu County. The initiative seeks to uplift women through financial support and training to promote self-reliance and entrepreneurship. The leaders said they will continue rolling out similar empowerment programs across the country to ensure ordinary Kenyans receive economic support and opportunities for growth. They emphasized that women play a crucial role in driving community development and national progress. They further urged Kenyans to shun tribalism and embrace unity as a foundation for sustainable development. The leaders also called on citizens to register with the Social Health Authority, SHA, to access healthcare services in government hospitals.
Tumekuja kufanyia vikundi ya kina mama ili waweze kufaulu.
On to our final news, the government has refuted claims that boarding school fees for senior secondary schools will be increased starting January next year. Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migos Ogamba, speaking in Machakos during the distribution of Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education KCSE examination papers, dismissed reports contained in a document titled Guidelines for the Implementation of Senior Secondary School Education, released earlier this week. Ogamba reaffirmed that no new directive or circular has been issued to change the current fee structure in public schools, noting that the existing rates introduced in 2021 will remain in effect until further communication from the ministry.
The approved rates of capitation remain in place. Kenya shillings 1,420 per learner per year in primary school, 15,042 per learner per year in junior school, and 22,244 per learner per year in senior school. This is an appropriate opportunity for me to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, that the government has not revised any fees payable by learners at any level of basic education. The approved boarding fees remains as has always been since 2015. Reports therefore appearing in sections of the media to the contrary.
That's all we had for you, our viewers. Thank you for joining us for the 1 p.m. news. You've been with me, Elvis Odhiambo. Please follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Have a nice